Hey guys, this is the ForswornDragon and let's check out the Padclaw Kit. First we're going to have a look at the traits that make up the kit, then we're going to check out the tactics it uses, and finally we're going to jump into some gameplays. For the Padclaw Kit, I'm running a mix of anti-griever traits and looting bonuses. These can be mixed around a little to fit your playstyle and capabilities. The traits I use are Stealth 2 for 40 points, which greatly decreases the range upon which grievers aggro to you. This allows you to pick and choose which grievers you fight, and only one at a time. I'm also running Immunity 1 for 20 points. Immunity 1 disables confusion for yourself. This means you won't ever have that effect that constantly forces you to look at the ground and pins you to one place. For me, this enables me to fight back against the grievers, and removes most of their threat, as I found confusion to be the hardest effect to deal with. For my looting options, I'm running Heavy Metal 2 for 20 points and Pointy 2 for 20. Heavy Metal ensures that I will be well armored, in my experience the most important thing in Maze Runner. It also gives you enough armor for your team as well, often providing an outfit for everyone after one successful night in the maze. I'm running Pointy as dealing damage is always good. Often your weapons will be coming from killing princesses, however that's not always the case, and I've found Pointy more useful than any other looting options. These traits total up to 100 full points, however they can easily be switched out for other options. If you're still having trouble with grievers, I'd suggest Immunity 2 for 20 points, switching out for Pointy 2. This removes the Wither effect, which is the close combat ability for grievers, so stay close and don't catch on fire and you'll be fine. On the other end of the spectrum, if grievers are proving to not be a problem for you at all, you can drop down a level on stealth and pick up more looting options, such as Archer 2 to retrieve more bows for your team. Another option would to also drop Pointy 2, leaving you with 40 points to spend on Greedy, dramatically decreasing your armor intake and chance of OP gear. Padclaw is very versatile, and I encourage you to mix and match to fit your playstyle and skill. The main aim for the Padclaw Kit is to make full use of the night time of the game, either by collecting gear or scouting the maze for your team. While you still do have to be careful, it is possible, especially during rounds 2 and 3, to hunt grievers for their loot. Most commonly you'll find yourself running the maze looking for chests. It is important to maximize your chances by staying off routes between bases, preferably towards the edge of the maze. The decreased amount of chestless maze the game must spawn increases your chance of finding gear. It is important to remember you're trying to maximize the benefit of finding better gear at night. As such, it's often a good idea to sit at a chest when there's only a short amount of time left in the day, and only open it as dusk falls. The increased benefit from the night, plus your looting traits, will reliably give you better gear, so it's worth the wait. Plus, during this time, it's a good idea to collect vines. You can use your stealth at night to scout the maze. Most often I can determine the layout by the end of the first night, simply by running on chance routes. The extra time that the other players won't have forgives you for any mistakes or wrong guesses you make during this period in regards to the layout. In addition, you can remember the exact path between bases, so that you can guide your team quickly along it as dawn arrives, enabling rush attacks at the crack of dawn by your entire team. Sometimes this isn't an option, however, and the best option is to sneak at the door of an enemy base, your bow primed if you have one. This means that the second the door opens you can be firing arrows upon your foe, or charging in sword in hand, completely throwing them off guard, as they will almost certainly be scattered throughout the base, unprepared by your onslaught. I'm going to chuck you into some gameplay now, so you won't hear from me from the rest of the video, thankfully. But if this did help, please do subscribe, like, and let me know in the comments, as it's really encouraging. I do encourage you to try the Padclaw Kit though. It adds a lot to the game, allowing you to not just sit around at night and have a really good time at all periods of the game.